are trying to create new healthy habits, we don't think about the importance of planning and preparation ahead of time. My best tip is to plan 2 to 3 days ahead and get all your basics in place and freeze a lot of them. So one of my best tips, especially when we're concerned, and we're all concerned about the cost of food nowadays, but the cost of healthy eating can really be curtailed when we shop seasonally. So what I mean by seasonally is there are certain times of the year when, say for instance, tomatoes are in abundance. So the first step to making a really divine tomato base that you can use for so many applications is to get your fresh tomatoes and skin, peel and seed them. The first thing you need to do is you cut an X at the bottom of the tomato, just like that, a little bit of a way in. We're going to pop them into a bowl and I'm going to pour over some boiling water. Then we're going to leave them in the bowl for about 10 minutes or so, and magically the skin is going to come away. While that is happening, we are going to start making our tomato base. A little bit of chopped onion, some garlic, salt and pepper, and good quality olive oil. Right, so let's just start off with getting this pan really nice and warm, not too hot, you don't want to burn anything. Popping a little bit of olive oil in there, about 2 tablespoons worth. I like getting the herbs warmed up first. So I've just got some mixed herbs here. Good old mixed herbs you can get anywhere. I love using dried herbs, you don't have to use fresh herbs. Once that gets going, add a little bit of onion, not too much. Get a nice sizzle going. And you also want to take care not to burn the onion. Also, I don't want these onions overcooking, so they just need to be slightly golden brown. Okay, just a little bit of salt and pepper, really, really important. Freshly cracked black pepper is always better, you get a better aroma. These onions are doing really nicely, just want to make sure nothing burns. This is the fun part where the whole family can get involved. So our tomatoes have been sitting in the hot water and the skins have been coming off very nicely. So what I want you to do is to take off the skins off the rest of the tomatoes. And then what we're going to do is we're going to squeeze them through the sieve so that we get rid of all the seeds. And it's a nice smooth tomato sauce. It's a really nice sensory experience and it's really fun for kids to do. And we're going to push it through the sieve. And when that's all done, and this takes quite a while, we'll be ready to pop it into our tomato sauce. I'm going to pour in here. And it's at this stage you want to turn the heat right down because we want to let this simmer for quite a long time for the flavors to develop. And it's at this point I like to add the garlic because it won't burn, and you just need a tiny, tiny amount of garlic just to enhance the flavor, and it is a personal preference. Also, what you can do at this point is you can add your chilies, you can add coriander, you can add fresh chopped basil, whatever you've got in the garden, because again, we're preserving what we've grown, we're preserving what's in season, and herbs like fresh basil, even parsley, which are quite seasonal, really enhance a dish like this, and it's the best way to preserve them and get that flavor right through the year. So what I'm going to do now is just leave this to simmer slowly for about, I'd say 45 minutes to an hour. It's quite a long process, but you want these flavors to completely incorporate. And when the tomato has cooled, I'm going to show you how to freeze them and put them into packages that are going to last you for months. This is the fun part. This is where we're going to take our tomato sauce that has been cooking for about an hour, and I'm going to put it into a regular ice cube tray. And we're going to freeze the tomato for about, I'd say, leave it in the freezer for about 2-3 hours until it's really solid. And then what we're going to do is pop the tomato cubes, which you can store in the freezer for months and months, into freezer bags. I love using silicone bags because you can use them for years. You can put hot and cold things into silicone. Okay, so let's get our tomato and we can start putting it into our ice cube trays. So here's our divine tomato. What I want you to do is just take a teaspoon and pop it into the ice cube tray. Just like that. Pack it in really nicely, and then we're going to pop it in the freezer. Okay, take quite a big spoonful. And then you can just take out as many as you need at any given time. And then it'll pop out of the ice cube tray really easily, and you just take as many cubes as you like. And then you've always got this as a pantry staple in your freezer at all times. And then if you're at a loss for what to make, you know, this is one step that you don't have to do. If you're tired and you've come home from work and you don't feel like cooking, you can just chuck it all in, throw in some mince, and you've got a divine like bolognese ready in 10-15 minutes. The flavor's already there. You don't have to worry or think too hard. It takes a lot of the grunt work out of thinking about what to make for dinner. The ice cubes take about 3-4 hours to freeze. This is what it looks like, absolutely perfect. And you can just take a handful or however many you need for your dish, and off you go. Pop the rest back in the freezer. It'll last you a couple of months, and it's just another thing you don't have to think about.